Hello children, how are you all? Hope you all safe. So today I am going to continue with the same lesson, that is political science, our constitution. So today my topic is the salient features of our constitution. So these are the topics that today I am going to explain you all. So our constitution is written and lengthy constitution. Our constitution is in the written form. The powers and functions of the organ of government like legislature, executive and judiciary have been explained in the constitution. The fundamental rights, duties, directive principles of state policy, etc. And our constitution consists 22 chapters, 8 schedules and 395 articles. So our constitution is in a written form and it is in a lengthiest constitution. That is in a first point. Now the second one is partly flexible and partly rigid constitution. Flexible means what? Easy. And rigid means what? It is complicated or difficult. Now the constitution which can be easily amended is called as a flexible or simple constitution. Now flexible means what? It is easy. Amendment, it is called as a law. So anytime we can add the rules and regulations to our constitution. So it is called as an easily amendment law to constitution is called flexible or simple constitution. Now the constitution that have special procedures for amendment is called rigid or complicated constitution. Now some special procedures are there to add the amendment. Amendment is nothing but is called as a law. Now our constitution is either too flexible or too rigid. That is called as a partly flexible or partly rigid. So the next one, the parliamentary form of government. So the sovereign power of a nation is laid in the elected parliament. In whose hand the power is there? The one who are elected with the majority votes, in their hands the power is there. The power is laid in their hands. The executive is the responsible to the legislature at the central and the state level. The cabinet has the powers as long as it wins the confidence of the legislature. The cabinet shall be as far as it wins the confidence of the legislature. As soon as it loses the confidence, it has to resign. Who? The majority party. And the next one, that is a republican system. In India, the president is the constitutional head of state and he is elected. The next one, that is a federal system. The constitution provides for federal system of government because our country consists different languages, caste, race means what? Color, and the geographical region. So the administrative powers are shared by the central and the state government. Next one, that is the fundamental rights. No law of the government, central or state or any organization can deny these rights. The rights are taken away or lost. The citizens can directly appeal to the High Court or Supreme Court. Got it? That is called as a fundamental right. The next one, that is fundamental duties. Duties are our responsibilities. Duties are our responsibilities towards our country. Through 86th Amendment in the Constitution in 2002, it has been made the duty of parents to provide compulsory education to their children. So these are the silent features of our constitution. So tomorrow again I am going to continue the same lesson. So I hope you all understanding, children. This is our constitution. So once again I am going to repeat for your written and lengthy constitution. Our Indian constitution is written and lengthy. Our constitution is in the written form. The powers and functions of the organ of the government, like the legislative, executive and judiciary, have been explained in our constitution. The fundamental duties, rights and the directive principles of policies, etc. And our constitution consists 22 chapters, 8 schedules and the 395 articles. And our constitution, it is neither too flexible nor too rigid. That means any moment it is easy to add the amendment. It is called as a flexible or a simple constitution. And rigid means what? That have some special procedure for the amendment. It is called as a rigid or a complicated. And here the sovereign power of the nation is lied in the elected parliament. The executive is responsible for the legislature at the central and the state level. The cabinet shall be power as long as it enjoys the confidence. As soon as it loses the confidence to the legislature, it has to resign. In India, the president is the constitutional head of state. He is elected. That is called as a republican system. Federal system. The constitution provides for federal system of government because our country consists of different languages and caste, race, geographical regions, and the administrative powers are shared between the central and the state government. And no government, either central or state or any organization, can deny the rights of the citizens. If the rights are taken away or lost, the citizens can appeal directly to the High Court or a Supreme Court. Now when we come to the duties, fundamental duties are the responsibility towards our country. Through 86th Amendment in the Constitution in 2002, it has made the duty of parents to provide compulsory education to their children. So these are the silent features that I have explained here. Tomorrow again I am going to continue with the same thing, children. I hope you all understand. Thank you.